All right, guys, this is about a 30-minute workout that is going to be 45 seconds of work for each exercise. We're going to circuit through 8 exercises 3 times. All right, so make sure you've already warmed up. That's really important. And then we're going to start with our first exercise, which is a double pulse sumo squat. So we have 45 seconds for these. Let's start with a little stopwatch here. So feet are turned out, double pulse. So all of these exercises are body weight only. So you could add resistance if you had a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a sandbag or a jug of water or whatever you'd like. But if you don't, say you're traveling, you don't have anything, you know, you can still get a great workout just by doing these body weight exercises. So I'm double pulsing. Now I could always add a little hop to these or just a come onto the balls of the feet situation. So keep that in mind. If you want to make it harder, you can hop it. Notice I'm landing in a squat position each time. All right, go ahead and rest. Our next exercise is a plank jack. So we're going to go ahead and slowly transition. So you can take 15 seconds or 30 seconds. This first time around, we'll go ahead and take our 30 seconds and then we'll speed it up. So plank jack will be a push-up position or a high plank position. And then we hop the feet out. Now, if hopping doesn't work, you can step the feet out. So in our push-up position, we begin hopping out and in. I could put some resistance around my ankles, a band or something. If I wanted more, if I need less, I could tap, tap, tap it out like this. If all of that was still too much, I can simply hold that plank position. I'm keeping anti-extensions. I'm keeping my rib cage and my hip bones a little closer together, so I'm taking care of my lower back. If I can, I hop. We have 10 more seconds. My neck is neutral. I'm not dunking it down. My lower back is pulled. I'm not being injured because I'm doing that anti-extension. It's a little tuck under. All right, go ahead and rest. So again, this first time around, you get 30 seconds of rest in between each exercise, in part so I can show you what you're doing. So our next exercise, don't start it yet, is a side shuffle. Okay, you still have a few seconds left. All right, so catching your breath. Again, this first time around, enjoy it. You're getting 30 seconds of rest. The next 2 times, we're gonna speed it up. All right, so down low and we shuffle. Option to tap the ground. So I say this is kind of like, you know, your outfielder or whatever in baseball, staying low. And then I'm reaching for my ground ball. So I'm not doing like a big hopping up here motion. I'm staying low. That looked really funny. So we're staying low. Keep going. Heart rate's going up. You could have resistance around your ankles on this one or thighs on this one as well. But not necessary at all. You can still go ahead and rest and get plenty. As you can see, my heart rate's going up. Just doing it body weight with no added resistance. All right, so we are going to go back down to the floor. The next one is dips. So if you had a bench, you could do these on a bench. If these do not work for you, I'll show you some options. They can be done on the floor. You do not need a bench for these. Just like push-ups, hands slightly externally rotated. All right, begin. So I bend my elbows and I straighten my elbows. My shoulders are rolled back. My butt kind of hits the ground and then I come back up. So it's a limited range of motion, of course. If I were on a bench, I'd be able to dip a little deeper, but you never want to go past 90 degrees anyway. So I'm not getting too gypped on this version that I'm doing on the floor. Core is tight. If I need to take a break, I just take a break. And then I start again when I can. 45 seconds is a long time. Triceps, mostly. Rest. There's some other things involved, but mostly triceps. Go ahead and rest. We're gonna stay down here. We're doing something called a half burpee. Some people call it a frog. It kind of looks a little bit like a frog hopping. Again, enjoy your 30 seconds of rest. So you do start in a push-up position once again. And then we're going to be hopping the feet in and out. All right, so go ahead and begin. So hopping in and out. And the idea is not to go way up high, although that's another exercise we could do. So maybe I'll just say, maybe mix it up. So right now, if you want more thigh involvement, don't hop up and down with your rear end. Now, if you want more core involvement, then you can hop your butt up higher. So you could actually mix it up. If that doesn't work, step in and out. And make sure that you're leading with each leg for a little bit so you're not uneven. All right, go ahead and rest. Good work. So we have 30 seconds of rest again. And we're staying on the ground. So our next one is more for the lower abdominals. I'm going to show you some options here. Make sure I can see my clock here. So you have another few seconds of rest, possibly just straight up and down with the hips. Legs are straightish or bent. This is a hip lift. All right, go ahead and begin. The other option is I can bend one leg and then the other one shoots up. So sometimes you're able to access those lower parts of your abdominals a little easier when you do this alternating of the legs version of this exercise. But again, if you feel it more, keeping both knees bent or both legs kind of straightish, that's fine. Notice I'm mostly lifting up. I'm not rolling that way. My hips are basically lifting up. Okay, and we rest. So the next one is a curtsy lunge. This is going to be alternating sides. Now, curtsy lunges don't work for everybody's knees, so keep that in mind. If the curtsy lunge does not work for you, I do recommend perhaps one of these options. Coming into a single-legged bridge. That's always a great option when something doesn't work for your leg exercises. And the other option is to take clamshells. So clamshells are a great choice. And then I'll let you know when you're halfway so you can flip it over when it's time to flip it over. All right, so if you're doing curtsy lunges with me, you will, oh, I lost my stopwatch. Here we go. So knees and toes point the same direction. That's important, and we'll alternate sides. Okay, so go ahead and begin. So we step, and then we step. Knees and toes point the same direction. Option to hop it. If you want to get the heart rate up a little more, you can hop and curtsy lunge, hop and curtsy lunge. You could also double pulse these. Roll over if you're on the floor, or if you're doing clamshells, or switch legs if you're doing the bridge. And we are a little more than halfway. And we rest. The next one is punches. So our punches, they can be to the front, they can be down, they could be an uppercut. You could hold on to some small dumbbells while you're doing this as well. If you don't have any, that's no problem. You're still getting a great workout. All right, so we are starting in 5 seconds. And go. So they're quick. Think about them coming from your waist, not necessarily from your arms. So punch, punch, punch to the front. Maybe I do sideways. Maybe I add some squatting. I could do a body punch. So I got somebody down here, punch, punch, punch. Or maybe an uppercut, punch, punch, punch. Like you're hitting somebody in the chin. Don't hit yourself. You could go just one side for a while and then the other side. All right, you rest. All right, that is our 8 exercises. Grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna go through those again, but as I said, you're gonna have a little less rest this time. So be prepared for that. I'm gonna set my clock so it stops turning off on me. So it stays consistent, so we don't lose any time. So remember, this time we have just 15 seconds of rest. You guys ready? And ready or not, here we go. Begin. Double pulse sumo squat. Down, down, up, up, up. Core tight, knees out, toes and knees, same direction. Down, down, up, up. You can go really low on these. Get that inner thigh stretching. We're halfway. Anytime the arms go over the head, heart rate goes up. You gotta hop, heart rate's gonna go up even more. All right, hope you enjoy this 15 seconds of rest. That's all you get this time. Plank jacks is our next one. If your wrists don't feel good, you can make fists instead. And begin. Hop it or tap it. Neck is neutral. Pull the pit of the belly in. If you want to go crazy, you could add a push-up, but you don't have to. 15 more seconds. Need less? Just hold. You still need less? Come onto the knees. Just try to maintain, try to do 45 seconds of work of some kind. Rest. 15 seconds of rest, and then we're gonna shuffle. Remember that side shuffle? You can always add weight to this as well. Hold on to a dumbbell, hold on to a ball, a bag, you name it. And we go, side shuffle. Staying low. It always surprises me how much these get my heart rate up. These baseball players make it look real easy. 5 more seconds. Rest. And we're on to dips. All right, triceps, back of the arms. Oh, I didn't think I showed this last time, but if these don't work for you, you could do a narrow push-up. Okay, so if your shoulders don't like the dips, do that. Okay, begin. Fingers turn out a little bit. Again, triceps isolating. If it's pulling on your shoulders, try that narrow push-up. And I'll go back to those in just a second if you're not sure what I mean. So here we go. So narrow push-up. Fingers are turned out a little bit. Elbows are in. Isolating the triceps. Maybe on the knees. Core tight. We're almost there. Triceps, triceps. Rest. Okay. Half burpee. So that's the one where we come into our push-up position again, and we hop or step forward. Remember, you have those two options. Go ahead and begin. I wasn't going to give them to you, but I decided I would. So you could step it in or hop it in, keeping the butt down, or you can take it up, and that works the core more. It gets the heart rate up a little more too. So definitely the thighs are super, super on fire doing this one, or even the stepping in version. And the core is super fired up when you do this, and even more if you let your heels touch your butt. So your choice, do the one that works for you, or mix it up like I am. Rest. All right. Hip lift is that lower abdominal region. So get yourself ready. And we go. Either straight-ish legs, straight up, bent knees, straight up, or you can alternate or just do one leg up for a while and then the other for a while. Give it a try. Play with it. Do the one that works the best in your lower abdominal region, but doesn't irritate your lower back. That's important. Isolating more of the lower abs. Five seconds. Rest. Okay. Curtsy, or remember again, you could do some clamshells here. All right. So curtsy lunge, or probably clamshells. All right, let's go. And I'll let you know when you're halfway. So if your knees did not like the curtsy, I'll let you know. We can switch sides with the clamshell. Remember, on these, option to double pulse. Arms overhead will always bring the heart rate up more. Could hop it. Switch sides if you're on the floor. Rest. And then we have punches. Whew. Notice we're kind of going upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. That's on purpose. So we get a little break. Okay, punches, here we go. Punch it out. Use your core muscles to take those arms out. Punch, punch, punch. Core is working. Punch down. Punch it up. Across, out, 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 maybe all on one side for a while, and then the other side. You can add a squat if you like. You can lean into it. Back and forth. All that gets the heart rate up. Rest. All right. You get 30 seconds this time. We're done with those 8 exercises again. Grab a quick sip. We're not going to take as long of a break this time. Okay. You guys ready? We're going to go through those again. Last time, again, just your 15 seconds of rest, 45 seconds each. Here we go. Double pulse, sumo squat. Double pulse doesn't work, just do regular. Or if double pulsing doesn't work, up and down doesn't work, sometimes isometric holding will work okay on the knees. So when I say doesn't work, it means like, ouch, my knee joint is not happy, or my back or something. Not just because it's hard. I mean, these exercises are hard, even just doing your body weight. So just clarifying that doesn't work. Doesn't work in a joint. Not just because you don't like it. or it's hard. Remember, you can hop. Option to hop. Arms up, we'll get the heart rate up more. Rest, 15 seconds. Plank jacks are next, plank jacks. So push-up position, if that's okay in the shoulders. And if you didn't have the ability to come down, you could just do regular jumping jacks. Okay, begin. You're not gonna get the shoulder work, but that's okay. If your shoulders don't like being used in this way, and I say don't like you have an injury, not just because you don't like it. You could be on an elevated surface. You could also do these on your forearms. So if for some reason it didn't feel okay in your shoulders or wrists, in this position, come onto the elbows. Option to tap out instead of hop out. Option to just hold. Option to come onto the knees. You do you. Pull the core in, keep the neck neutral. 5 seconds. Time. Shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, off to buffalo. Stay low, keep the knees bent. All right. And we go. Maybe don't reach for the ground. That little extra might be too much for you. But if you can, reach for the ground. Pick up that ground ball. Again, you could always add some weight to this, rotate at the end. You can do that even without weight. Little rotation. Rest. Dips. Back of the arms working. Push-up position or this backward position. If you have a bench, you can use a bench. If you don't, that's okay. All right, let's go. Hands a little turned out. That'll keep my shoulders in a better place and make my wrists happier. That is true also if you're in the push-up version of this, working the triceps. All right, adding something, leg up. It can be just straight up or maybe ankle over thigh. You're still gonna feel how that's different. Core has to work. Other leg has to work, the one that's not in the air has to work also more. So that changes the exercise. Maybe that's not for you. Okay. Rest. All right. Half burpee. That froggy kind of a thing. All right. Here we go. We begin with either stepping out or hopping. Let me tell you, you're gonna feel your thighs on these. If you try to keep your butt from going way up, it's a thigh burner. Even if you're just doing the stepping in and stepping out. But if you want to do a little bit more dynamic, you're welcome to do more of the big hop. And that just works the body in a different way. Heart rate will be higher probably for most of us. Maybe mix it up like I am. And rest. Those are hard. All right. Hip lift. Remember your options, straightish legs, bent legs, or one of each. Okay, begin. Here's straightish legs. And I say ish, my legs don't have to be straight. They can be bent a little bit. I'm trying to isolate down in here. Okay, maybe it works better if my knees are bent. Maybe it works better if I bend one and straighten one. Do the one that allows you to feel this lower part of your abdominal area the most. 5 more seconds. Rest. All right, curtsy lunge again, or your clamshell. Options, you know them. Arms up, double pulse, hop. I'll let you know when you're halfway for those of you on the ground. All right, double pulse. Maybe my arms go up to get the heart rate up. Maybe I'm holding on to weights, a ball, dumbbells, whatever. Maybe I'm not. I don't know if you guys can hear me breathing hard, but I am. I don't even need weight. Maybe I hop this. Halfway, you guys. If you're on the floor, not meant roll over, of course. Keep going. Going a little longer this time. Just because we can. And I forgot the halfway point. You guys get bonus. Rest. Okay, good. Last one. Punches. If you're on the ground, come on up. We're gonna make it. Starting in 5 seconds. And go. Maybe you add some squatting again, or a little jab it out, punch it out, little movement of the feet. Hop it out, hop it out. Down, up, 5 more seconds. You are done. All right. Fantastic job, you guys. You made it through that. Good for you. Have a great day. If you have any questions, please reach out. Have a great one. Bye.